All right, here we go. Let's see. Yay, okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our team training. If this is the first one you're jumping into, welcome, welcome. This is only our second one we've done, so you've only missed one, and that recording is available on YouTube. We're going to be doing this. My hope is to do this every single Saturday, so you can get a chance to get a little bit of training from me and some of my team on these amazing products that we have. We're going to do one product per week, so you can get a little taste of what makes Plexus so unique. So quick introduction of me. I am Natalie Johnson. I am a Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus. I am a nurse and a lactation consultant. I'm a mommy of 3 amazing children. My husband's also a nurse, and I really like to kind of go the crunchy granola route, I guess you could say. I have home births with my babies. I breastfeed them a long time, and when I found Plexus, I was very impressed with these amazing, clean products. And now I get to spend more time at home with my babies, sharing about them instead of working my 12-hour shifts away from them. So I've been blessed in many, many ways, and that's all you're going to hear about from me. But we're going to be talking about slim microbiome today. So my goal is to give you some information about each of these products. Last week we talked about our new product, Active. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it. It's amazing. We are going to talk today about slim microbiome. We do have 2 different slim formulations, but slim microbiome will be our conversation for today. To start us off, though, I'd like to have someone share a testimony so that you can hear from other people in this amazing Plexus journey. So today I have a very, very close friend of mine, Kim, who's going to be sharing her Plexus testimony. So let me get her video up here. Let's see here. All right, go ahead, Kim. I'm going to unmute you and tell us your story.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kim. I met Natalie at a breastfeeding group. I'm also a nurse. I'm an emergency room nurse for a long time. Also was looking for a lot of holistic things to help out my personal life and my family. And when I found the breastfeeding group, I found I was struggling with a lot of things that I didn't want to have surgery for my gallbladder or anything like that. There was so many issues I had. I had probably around, I think when I counted them the last time, there were like 30 different symptoms. Mental, so a lot of nervousness, things I couldn't sleep very well, a lot of ups and downs, hormonal issues, bleeding gums, abdominal pain, low sex drive, very swollen. My hands and feet would hurt when I got up in the morning. I had no energy, and I had 2 small children that I was breastfeeding at the time, 2 little babies, and I was working 12-hour swing shifts, so mid shifts and night shifts, and it was getting nearly impossible to do life without self-medicating. And enter Natalie, who said that she thinks that she had found something, and we both forgot about the conversation and just continued with life. And I got so desperate one night because I had pain in my right upper quadrant, and as a nurse I knew what that was. And being in an emergency room setting, I had the privilege to be able to get an undercover ultrasound, and they told me I had gallstones and sludge, which is, for a 30-something-year-old woman, means you're heading to surgery. This is my daughter. And I didn't want that. I had never had any kind of surgery, still haven't, and I was looking for something to help me. So I hadn't eaten in a week because I was too scared to eat because of the pains. And I met Natalie in the parking lot of the Starbucks. It was like a drug interaction. Like, here are your drugs, so that you can start taking them before you order them, because I ordered them, but I wasn't going to get them right away. So she helped me out by giving me the products, and by changing my lifestyle a little bit. This one's going to be for your brother. This one's going to be for you. Sorry, we're having waffle time. By changing my lifestyle a little bit and introducing Plexus, the first thing I saw was the first 4 days of my pink drink. which was the microbiome one, was that the swelling in my hands, I could wear my rings to bed, which I never could do. Never. They were always stuck. It was painful. It was like almost like I was ready to cut them off. It was horrible. And the first 4 days, the swelling went down. And then after some gnarly detox, like 3 weeks, I had this energy that was like just this natural energy to get up with the children and feel like, oh, this is my day. I'm doing really well. Let's go. It was like this pep in my step. And it kept evolving like that. After about 4 months, I added block and I started to drop weight, like even faster. I had already dropped 23 pounds of what I call poop, because that's what the average American has in their tummy. But then after that, I literally started to drop that swelling, the rest of the weight with my block. And after in the 6 to 9th month range, I had lost like 47 pounds. I went from a 14 to a 6, size 6, between a 6 and an 8. I was wearing clothes that I hadn't worn in years. I was feeling better. I had no more back pain. I had injured my back as a nurse and my foot, and I had none of that pain anymore. Okay, go potty. I got a potty training baby too. And so all of these symptoms just started to go away, and I never officially got diagnosed like a good nurse. I diagnosed myself. I had been in the field long enough to know what I had and what I didn't have, and I was trying to do my best holistically. But when plexus came around, it literally just, my physical being changed. My home life changed, because now I could deal with my issues without having to involve my physical ailments. And when I say that plexus changed my life, it literally changed my life. It saved my relationship with myself, with my children, with my Robbie. I don't know what to call him, my fiance. And it was a turnaround in our life. After 9 months of being on plexus, my beautiful, lovely rock star of an aunt took off with the company. It changed her world. And by simplifying my life at home, I was able to stay home with my children, which was a big dream of mine. I didn't want to be a nurse while I was raising small children. So with my plexus check after 9 months, I was able to stay home and pay my little amount of bills and do life the way I wanted to. So thank you, Nam, for sharing.
Hey. Thank you so much, Kim, for sharing your story. Oh, it's so fun. And Kim is still coming along with these products now with a 3rd baby on the way.
Yes, this is my plexus.
Or not having a plexus pregnancy this time.
Oh, it's lovely.
I wonder if these products are safe for breastfeeding and pregnancy, and we absolutely can talk about that in another video. But yes, we both have taken them through our pregnancies and in breastfeeding world. All right, so thanks so much, Kim. Again, so fun to hear your story. Yay! So let me tell you a little bit more about Slim Microbiome and what makes it so different and unique. So first of all, just a reminder, there's no pink dye in here or red dye. A lot of times people worry, wow, it looks like it has some dye in it, and it doesn't. This is a really, really clean product. It is full of minerals. It is full of like just vitamins, plant-based products, nothing that is crazy weird or synthetic, non-GMO, 100% vegetarian. It is very clean. There are 2 things that are super unique about this that I want to talk about real quickly on our video here. One is chromium, and the other one is what we call an oligosaccharide. So let's first start talking about chromium. Slim was developed 10 years ago, and its intention was to help balance blood sugar. So when they did all of their initial research, it was on diabetics and looking at, can we help diabetics balance blood sugar without needing as much diabetic medication? So introduce Slim. They do all these trials, all of these tests to see if they can help people regulate their blood sugar, and the results were amazing. Not only was blood sugar regulated, bad cholesterol was decreased, blood pressure was decreased, and people lost weight. And they went, wow, when someone's body is balanced, it turns out their ability to lose weight increases, right? So let's market this as the natural way to lose weight. So a lot of people think that this is only a weight loss product, and it is absolutely not only a weight loss product. It is a wonderful way to help balance your body. And if your body needs to lose weight, it will absolutely help you lose weight. But I will tell you, I've been taking this product for 3 years and I've never lost any weight. Had a big, healthy pregnancy, had my biggest baby of all 3 of mine. My third was my biggest and the healthiest. I have never lost weight, but I have benefited immensely from the blood sugar regulation, because all of us need blood sugar regulation, whether we believe it or not. If you live in this culture, you're probably eating too much sugar. You're probably having sugar high, sugar low, sugar high, sugar low, and you need to help regulate or balance your blood sugar. So balanced blood sugar correlates to hormones, your body's ability to regulate its cortisol well. Your overall health is like really, really closely tied to blood sugar balance. So in the blood sugar balance conversation, chromium plays a huge role. Let me explain to you how chromium works. Now, I did not understand this as a nurse. I wish we got this kind of education, but we don't. I had to do all this learning afterwards. But so insulin is how our body it helps utilize sugar. So I want you to imagine that there's a town. And there's all the shops, right? And the shops have a lot of work to do. Like there's restaurants that are going to serve people food, and there's shops that are going to sell items, okay? And in order for the shops to do what they need to do and be productive, people have to be able to come into the shop, right? So there's people driving and walking up and down the street, and they have to be able to come into the shop. So now I want you to imagine that each one of these shops has a person at the door, like a greeter, someone who's going to open the door and welcome everyone. Like, come on in, like, the fancy jeweler shops that have a security guard, like that kind of person, okay? So in this analogy, the shop is your cell in your body, and your body's ability to have energy, okay? So the cell is going to produce energy. It's going to do its job. But in order for it to do its job, the person or the sugar has to be able to get in there. So the energy source has to be able to get in. And insulin is that person at the door who says, come on in, sugar. Let me take you out of the bloodstream. Let me pull you into the cells that need you so that we can use you for energy. So when you have enough insulin and you have enough people at the door and you eat something sugary and it comes in and all the guys show up at 8 a.m. to open the doors to the shops, it works really well and the sugar can move in and we can utilize it for energy. Now, I want you to imagine if we only had half the number of door openers, right? And so half of the shops have no one to open the door. Now that shop's like, hey, we still need to work. Like, where are all the people? Where are all the people? So your body is thinking, where are all the people? In other words, where's the sugar? I'm hungry. And so you eat and you've got a whole bunch of sugar in your body, but the cells are still like, where are the people? So there's more and more people walking the streets, but they're not coming into the shop because the person to open the door is not there. So when you're a diabetic, you don't have the person to open the door. We give you insulin. So you eat, we give you insulin, the people are here, the door openers arrive, and everyone can come into the shop, and all is well. So chromium plays a really important role because chromium allows insulin to do its job better. Chromium is like having the key to unlock the door. So a lot of people have the right amount of insulin, the right amount of door openers, and they're eating their sugar coming in and their cells are eager and the door opener's there and they can't get the door open because they don't have the key. So chromium is this micronutrient that we really should be getting through our food. But I will tell you right now, in America, we don't get it in our food because our soil is depleted of nutrients. We do not eat things like straight out of the ground where chromium used to be. So we're deficient in chromium. I was deficient in chromium. So when we give a drink, one of the main ingredients in Slim is chromium. It allows our insulin to do its job. So we're seeing people that are diabetics who are able to drink this drink and increase their insulin sensitivity, increase their insulin's ability to do its job. and decrease the medications that they need. And it's amazing. And people who are not diabetic or who maybe don't know they're diabetic. There are a lot of people out there who are pre-diabetic or diabetic and don't know it, and enter this amazing drink, and all of a sudden we're able to stabilize our blood sugar and allow our body to do what it's trying to do. Our body wants to find homeostasis. It wants to find balance. And if we can give it the micronutrients it needs, it will do it. It's amazing. So chromium is one of the big components of Slim, and one of the reasons why I think it is absolutely amazing for everyone. I even give my kids this drink. It's incredible. Okay, so the other thing we're going to talk about briefly is what we call an oligosaccharide. So when we talk about the Slim microbiome activating, we are saying that this Slim drink actually has some ingredients that are going to help your gut bacteria, your microbiome of your gut. We're going to talk a lot more about microbiome and our gut health when it comes to our other products, but this, we're going to talk, talk briefly about how Slim plays a part. So imagine your gut is a garden, right? We want to feed the good bacteria and we want to decrease the bad bacteria. And what an oligosaccharide is food for the good bacteria. So oligosaccharides are not actually usable by human cells. They are usable by bacteria, which seems kind of crazy. Like, we're going to drink something that's food for bacteria? Yes, we are. Think of it as fertilizer for your garden. So when we drink this drink, it has an oligosaccharide component in it that feeds the good bacteria of our gut, allowing that garden to grow and flourish even faster. A little fun fact for you, because I'm a lactation consultant and breastfeeding is my jam, we look at breast milk. Breast milk has tons of components. A lot of breast milk stuff we don't understand. It is alive, it has stem cells, all sorts of stuff. But one of the main components in breast milk, which is the perfect food, right? Breast milk is literally the perfect food. It is what grows our small humans. One of the main components is an oligosaccharide, the same one. Why would that be? Well, because when babies are born, their gut is sterile. They have no garden. They haven't grown a garden at all. And through mama's milk, they are getting the implantation of bacteria for the very first time. And through mama's milk, they're getting fertilizer so that bacteria can eat it up and grow super fast. Isn't that so fun? So this amazing drink has that same component to allow your gut bacteria to grow even faster and help you with all the amazing things gut bacteria does, which I will not go into, but we will talk about it in a future video. So stay tuned. If you guys have any questions about Plexus products, once again, please let us know. Talk to your friend that has signed you up. If you're taking the pink drink, I hope you're loving it as much as we are. We will be talking about pink drink hunger control next. So this is our microbiome, and we do have the hunger control as well. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining us this Saturday morning. I'll see you next week. All right, bye, everyone.